Morning. If you're in the UK, it is at least the morning time. I am making this live, going live, broadcasting live, if that doesn't sound too grandiose, for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm just testing the signal when I'm out and about. It is raining today, which you may or may not be able to see, and I'm in a 4G zone, so no Wi-Fi. And what I want to check out is how viable on YouTube recording like this is. And today it's vertical format, which sometimes is easier when you're wandering around. And second reason, one, the great outdoors. I am aware of some people who watch this channel on YouTube, and welcome if you're watching. They can't always easily, readily, regularly get outdoors, to the great outdoors. And so that's one of the reasons that I sometimes record things with a background, or at least featuring things that are outdoors. I also do that on another platform as well, probably more regularly do the outdoor stuff. And yet I know that some people watch and tune in only to the YouTube version of things. So if that's you, welcome to the outdoors. And when I say the outdoors, it's not exactly the Himalayas, the foothills thereof. It's a park, country park, and it's, there's maintenance. Trees have been chopped up because they were damaged in a recent storm, and so it is maintained, and yet it's still fantastic to be out and about. And what I guess was on my mind this morning was that most of us, not everyone, but many of us are aware that getting outdoors is just so good for us. It feels sometimes like a warm bath, even when it's not warm, it's cold. What was that term? Is it a Japanese term? Forest bathing. And I understand that because it is like bathing, basking in nature. And studies show, again, apologies, no references this morning, but I can find them. Studies show or imply, that's probably a little bit more accurate, that when we're outdoors, then it gives us a real boost physically, like our blood pressure tends to reduce, our immune system is given a boost. And not only do we have those physical markers, but in terms of well-being, and this would be self-reported, we appear to feel better being outdoors, having been outdoors. And one of I think the reasons for that is because it is a natural environment. I mean, just how things look, the plants, the grass, the flowers, the trees, etc. Those things are probably deep within us in terms of our ancient memories, or understanding perhaps is a better way to put it. And then when I think about how good nature can be for us mentally and physically, I'm then reminded about the fact that still on the planet we are destroying the natural world. And yet, who are those people who are doing it? And I don't mean necessarily exact names, because often it's more than one group, and there are corporate interests as well. But we're destroying the natural world. And a lot of people are not. A lot of people understand that we need to save it. A lot of people are activists involved in ensuring that the natural world is protected. But I think we still need to be doing more protecting and less destruction, because as I said a little bit earlier this morning, not on this live, it's a little bit like that French phrase, to sow the branch that you're sitting on. You know, the idea being you're at the top of a tree and you're sitting on a branch and you pull a saw out and start sawing the branch that's keeping you supported. And if nature is so good for us, which it appears to be, and again, I know that can be subjective. I'm very well aware of that. There's a lived experience for many of us that we know it is good for us, and that lived experience is very valid in my opinion. So if we know it is good for us, and there's some empirical evidence, and yet as a species on the planet we destroy it, then isn't that a form of madness? Isn't it just mad? You know, the ego that the human race has about itself, not everyone, I hasten to add, that, well, we're these big-brained bipeds and, you know, we have dominion over the planet. And we don't actually have dominion over the planet at all. We're puny compared to nature, as if we're not careful, we'll find out. And and the just the arrogance of the idea that people, humans, I should say, because it's not all people, some people, that they own the planet. It is not just our home. It belongs to the plants, the trees, the giraffes, the squirrels, the rabbits, the foxes, and the horses, and so on. So yeah, to me, it is a form of madness, and I'll look back to what I was saying earlier on, that when I take photographs and make some videos, not all of which are on YouTube, about the outdoors, that I know people can't readily get out. Some people can't readily get out. And intriguingly, those same studies that suggest that getting outdoors is good for us also seem to imply that looking at a photograph or looking through a window where nature is represented can also be really beneficial for people, particularly if all they can look at is concrete. So, anyway, some people have been saying some bits and pieces. Let me just see if I can see what that says. The article. I see. I get it. Thank you. Yes, hello to everyone who's commented and asked a couple of questions. I hope you're very well. And what I will do is begin to sign off, because as I say, the other reason for trying this little recording, well, it will be recorded this morning, is to check the signal. So I shall look at how this turns out, or not, as the case may be. And I wish you all a very pleasant and happy day. So for the moment, from me, bye for now.